In this video, we're going to go over a few different archetypes of anti-customer personas. So clearly, these are people that are incredibly unlikely, even if they request a quote from us, they're unlikely to approve the quote and actually end up hiring us for services. There's different ways we can overcome objections that these people might bring up that are discussed in other videos, but this is a high-level overview of a few different anti-customer personas. First and foremost, we have DIY Dale. He's a homeowner somewhere in the Sacramento area. He's handy, self-reliant. He has tools. He's physically capable. As a result of these things, he rarely hires for services because he has the attitude that I'm just going to do it myself. So very commonly, if it's a single individual, it's really hard to convince this individual to end up hiring us because he's done it before. Even in a partnership, he might go behind his wife's back and just do it. He might just say, "Screw it, I'm going to clean the gutters. I've done it before. My wife doesn't need to know. I'm just going to go to the garage and sneak the ladder and unclog the gutters." Or he might be like verbal to his wife in the sense that he might convince his wife, that he can still do it. He's physically capable of doing it. We can save our money. Let's just do it ourselves. So that's DIY Dale. Oftentimes is an influencer in the opposite way that we want him to be, because his wife usually is the one that is the decision maker that ends up hiring us. But DIY Dale can kind of screw up that calculation in a sense by doing it himself or actually convincing his wife otherwise. Second is Renter Rachel. I'd love to think that we are a great fit for everyone, but overwhelmingly, we're a better fit for homeowners than we are for renters. Homeowners have the potential to hire us for more services, right? They have a more vested interest in their property to clean their gutters, for instance, or put up Christmas lights because they have more disposable income, perhaps. Same with window cleaning, same with solar panel cleaning. A renter doesn't necessarily have as much skin in the game when it comes to um, you know, the health in the sense of their property. They don't really care about water damage from clogged gutters because they don't have to pay for it, right? They're not responsible for cleaning the gutters in the way that the property owner does. So Renter Rachel is our second anti-customer persona. She maybe sometimes hires us for window cleaning to have like a nice clean house for spring cleaning, but she's not going to hire us for gutter cleaning. She's rarely going to hire us for Christmas lights or solar panel cleaning. She's very commonly medium to low income or perhaps not a fixed income. She rarely hires for services. She's a renter in one of the 55 plus or Sacramento area suburbs, sometimes in the 55 plus communities like Sun City. Lastly, is shopping around Susie. We get this question all the time, right out of the gate, oh, how much do you charge? I just need a quote, just give me a ballpark, whatever the person might say. This is shopping around Susie. Oftentimes, she's just getting our quote to compare our quote to other people's quotes, right? We're going to be expensive relative to, you know, competition or other people that Susie might get a quote from, right? But a few different things that we can do that are within our locus of control that we can do to influence her to choose us is right. Like we don't want to waste our time, but clearly, like having high speed to lead, being the first person to send Susie that quote is really helpful for us to convince her to hire us. Similar to some of these other customer personas or anti-customer personas, maybe she's medium to low income or fixed income. She has a harder time affording us because she doesn't have as much disposable income as maybe some of our ideal clients will. She is a homeowner. She might be a renter, but the point is she's shopping around. Oh, how much do you charge? I'm just getting quotes. I just want a ballpark. A few different things that really are buying factors for all these individuals in generally in priority order is, and these are things that we can do to help influence these people to hire us is be responsive, right? Similar to shopping around Susie, although she can waste our time by comparing our quotes to others or, you know, for whatever reason, not being able to as easily afford our services, right? Being responsive to her inquiry, answering her call, sending that quote as soon as we possibly can. That first company that gets in contact with them is the most likely to be approved, right? Another big factor for them is price, right? We want to give them multiple options and communicate that, oh, this is the most budget friendly option. That might be a better fit for you. Clearly having a level of professionalism and good reviews, having availability and scheduling, being insured, uh, doing things that build trust. These are all things that we can do to influence these individuals. But shopping around Susie, she just wants to compare our quotes to other people. Renter Rachel, she's unfortunately a renter. Uh, and just doesn't have she's not in the situation to be able to hire us for more services because that's oftentimes the landlord's responsibility or the owner of the property. And DIY Dale, he just wants to do it himself. So these are a couple anti-customer personas that are additionally helpful to understand.